Well, it is time to go into the fray. So in the last video you guys saw, we won a bunch of matches, and I wanted to have a backup deck to kind of have fun with, like maybe a deck where I, don't go as try hard as the Link deck, and I'll still be increasing the Link deck, but I wanted to say, oh, I got spell counter. It was literally on my mind as I was opening the pack, spell counter, and I was like, I want to see if I can make a spell counter deck. I opened the first pack and I'm like, maybe I'll just do this off recording, right? And then this happens. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yellow and 3 guaranteed URs in this. So wanted to share this moment with you guys. Might as well finish the thing. I want to go and deplete my thing. So I'm going to deplete it. Maybe if I get like some other random something. It sucks because I'm going to magical something, random something. I do need a decent amount of these cards because I don't think I've gotten any of them from the other packs. So we're hoping for a lot of stuff on the right side, unless something crazy here happens on the left. So these are all good ones. Oh, I don't remember what deck you're part of. Yeah, I'm about to say, I don't think you're part of a deck, but you fit in other decks. I think there's a way to easily get him out as well. Crusader, Atem, the Magus. So that's what they were showing. It was like a Magus, and I was like, I never heard of that before. So I guess it's like another Atem card. So he got a little bit more support. The main card that I said I didn't know what it was, after I read it. Sales pitch. Sales pitch. And if your opponent added a card from their deck to their hand, except by drawing it by their card effect, reveal one card from your deck and add it to wow. But you cannot activate cards or effects of cards with the name for the rest of this turn, which is fair, but that's cool. So if they add a random card, or well, not random, they add a card from the deck in hand, you're like, well, I get to do that too. And you get to specifically choose a card in your hand, in your deck, and put it in your hand. It's like, it's okay, but I could see how some people would use that, but I can also see why it might be just a waste of slot. It's not defensive because you can't activate the card, but you cannot activate its effects, right? So if you were to do that and then try to get a defensive card in your hand, you wouldn't be able to activate it anyway. So this is the card I don't remember. I don't know how good this card is. You can target one Magus monster you control, equip it with one Magus monster from your extra deck, which is cool. You could target one face-up spell you control, destroy it. If you do, draw one card, then place one card from your hand on the bottom of the deck. So, not exactly sure how to pilot that so far. I maybe need to see the rest of the other cards. There goes that black wing in there. This is only my first pack, so I have many to get multiple copies of stuff, and then with all the dupes, extra dupes, go key. That's another. Yeah, I'm about to say that. That's it. That was one of the main guys' things. Mystical Institution. Each time a face of pendulum monster you control is destroyed by a battle or card effect, place 2 spell counters on this one. Once per turn, you can remove any number of spell counters from this. Add one monster to your hand from your deck, or face up extra deck, which is where this fun happens. With a level equal to the number removed, then you can place spell counters on it. If this card on the field will be destroyed, you can remove one spell card from this card instead, which is awesome. It has a lot of sustain to stay on the field. Spellgrass, this one, and there's supposed to be another one. There's supposed to be 2 Spellgrass. I don't know if the other one is in this thing. I'll have to check. It's a way better version of it, and I hope that's the one we're looking for. Bling. I forgot what this one is. Yeah, it's like a quick play, remove spells, and then pretty much to summon something. And look, you can even special summon a face-up pendulum monster from your extra deck. Now, when they're saying that, it's not like there's a pendulum. I don't think there's a pendulum, or there's not a. Sorry, there's no like synchro mystical beast. But when they're pendulums, they go on top of your extra deck. So if you're piloting the deck correctly, you have some pretty cool combos that you can do with that. Infernal Noble Knight round. Who the hell are you? Whatever. Mystical Beast. Yeah, these cards, pretty much what they do when you play them, you can either play them as a pendulum, or you play them as a thing. It depends on what you have. This one as a pendulum, I think, is a pendulum effect. If you have no other card in your other pendulum zone, so you play it by itself, there's no other thing in your other thing, you could target one face-up card you control and then place a spell counter on it. Destroy this card if you do. Place one spell counter on that card. And that's like pretty cool, but it's actual other effect. Each time a spell is created, like if you play it, it's out on the field. Place one spell counter on this card. When that spell resolves, you can remove 3 from your deck and tribute this card, and just literally special summon one mystical beast effect monster from your deck. So this one is one of the ones that you normally won't play as a pendulum. You usually put it out, and then you get to special summon one of your big bads. Any of them, and I'll show you the big ones, the ones that you're actually probably trying to get. One of the big bads, and then once you get that guy out, it's like he'll control the field. Oh my god, WR, this is crazy. Ilvolzar and Celine, nice. Celine is one of the cards we definitely need. Though she won't, what is it? She gains attack for each thing or something like that. No, she gets spell counters for each spell in the grave, which I saw her get like 18 or 7. It was nuts when she was combined into the Spell Striker deck. It was actually nuts. I was like, what the hell? Getting some rocket cards for free? Maybe that would be. I definitely want to make the rocket Burial deck eventually. So this is pretty good. And I do like documenting most of this stuff. I feel like it's kind of good. Icebound God? What the heck is that? Hey, we got Exodia. Funny, Exodia is an end, so there's no way to, like, I guess, fish for them. But them being ends, I mean, you can craft all the arms and pieces and ab workouts pretty much for free. I remember this card being decent. Each time in line you place one, you can remove 3, add a pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. So I know a lot of the mystical beasts are pendulums, so I can see how you can. I remember this card being slow though. Each time a spell card is activated, place 1 on this card while it's in the pendulum zone. Gains no, this is when it's in the pendulum zone. Sorry, and then this one is when it's not. And then you can remove 3 to add a level 1 spellcaster from your deck to your hand, which you should have. I think you usually put in 1, something like that, or you just don't use that effect at all. You always just put it as a pendulum monster. I think you can do that too. This card's nuts. Witchcrafter's Holiday. Oh my god, all the shinies. This card is really good because you get 2 spell counters. It really ramps up your spell counters really high. You get 2 spell counters whenever one resolves, and then you can remove any numbers from this card. Special summon 1 card from here that has level equal to, and that's where I used to mess up. It has to be equal. It can't be, so it has to be a multiple of 2. It can't be a level 7, a level 5. It has to be, you have to be mindful of that. So it's like it's not exactly, even though like it would work really well with like a Dark Magician, but Dark Magician is a level 7, so you would never be able to utilize this. But, and it's also once per turn. But you know, I do like that. I usually would. I remember I was using that at the time just for like something that would stack a shit ton of spell counters, and then you would use the other effects to get it. Oh, nice, the lab and reflections. Reflections, I remember, it's a decent card as well. He's not one of the big mystical beasts. This one's not one of. Hopefully, I can show you guys one of the bigger ones that you pretty much put out in the field. Some of them can't die. Literally, 3 strike success. Life finds a way, seeking darkness. You open like one of these things, 1K, and like you just get flooded with secret packs. Oh, this is the 3 strike success. Oh, it lets you know at the bottom. Look at that. Look at that. Knowledge of the myth. Wait, is that now? Oh, I'm about to say, is that now the thing I'm in right now? Jesus. So yeah, Soaring of the Darkest Wings. Oh, so there goes your Black Wing, Soaring of the Darkest Wings. Cool. So I like that they do show you where the stuff comes from. We still need some more, but he's like one of the big ones. You know, he's pretty good. So you would special summon, so he would be out in the field, right? And then you could place 2 spell counters on this card when the spell activates. He can't be destroyed by card effects when you have 4 more spell counters on the field, which is, it's very hard to get rid of him. You have to actually be able to attack and kill him. You can remove 4 from my field and then target a monster they control, and I just banish it. If I do, I gain the attack of that monster. He's really strong, especially as a turn 2. Like when you have your attack turn, he's really strong, especially if they have something with 2300 or something like that. You just gain their attack. So, and then you push a lot of damage. And then the other cards, like this one, they have other ways to destroy the other cards that were on the field. So you are a really good spot if you can get both of them, the Master Idmion and get the mystical guy. You can get those 2 cards out on the field. They kind of just sit there and they'll kill. But those 2 on the field obviously doesn't win the game, so you can do all that stuff, but you still need a little bit of defensiveness to actually finish out the game, and that's what I think the deck needs. There he is. Boom, shakalaka. That's the original OG. When he gets special summoned, I think you get a, yeah, if he's summoned this way from getting stuff off the Citadel, target 1 card in your graveyard, or 1 spell in the graveyard, and you put it to your hand so you can just use it. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card, target a card, and kill it. So he's pretty good. But actually, now that I'm thinking about it, they have a card. He has the Magic Citadel, and there's another card that acts as the Citadel. I wonder if that's in here. I didn't even check. That card is actually more important than anything. Ram Loader. Oh, Gimmick Puppet. I'm a huge fan of Gimmick Puppet. And see, look, it probably has its own secret deck. And the Gimmick Puck is not like it's a super strong deck or anything by any means, but I had fun piloting it. I would love to. There's a lot of decks I really would like to make. But I definitely had a lot of fun Gimmick Puck because it was like one of those archetypes that had enough support, like card wise, but you never see anybody else use it. So you just start to get the thing like, is this just trash? Like, is this trash? And I used it. I was like, no, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. Mystical Beef. I remember never using this card. Each time one of this monster effect is activated, place one spell counter on this card. When that effect resolves, you can send this card with 6 or more to add a spell from your deck, and that's it. It doesn't go away. It's continuous, so you can do it every, like I said, once per turn, right? Yeah, I was reading here, so where's the once per turn? It just has that here. You can only use it once, which is cool. That means on their turn you can remove it. Oh no, you can send this card with 6 or more. So I lied. You do have to keep it on the field. Well, you lose it once you use it. Lose it, then you use it. So it's not as good as the card. Cause you're actually not running. That deck is weird. Spoiler alert. Fun. That's funny. I got an SR from this. When this is in this deck, and then I got it from the left side, which is funny. But it's funny, you don't use too many actual like spells in this deck. It's mostly the monsters which you can play as pendulums, which are technically spells. Like it's just a weird Infernity Sage. They have Infernity support. Oh, Infernity was another deck I really liked. A deck revolving around having no hand. And what's funny is that even without Infernity being its own archetype, that you blow your hand like pretty quickly. So really interested in like seeing if this says, so look, during your main phase you can discard your entire hand. Exactly. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can send one Infernity monster from your deck to the graveyard. You must have no cards in your hand to activate and resolve this effect. If this card is sent to the graveyard, yeah, so easy. Oh, it's a tuner. Oh wow, that's really good. It's really, really good. This card's busted as well. No, sorry, wrong card. Wrong card. Looks like him. Looks like him, but it's a completely different card. I promise. Predame. Oh, this is the Predaplant. Predaplant. I like piloting that deck too. All we're trying to do here is get some good hits on the spell counter deck, and then I'll probably have to end up crafting some stuff in order to do it. See, there goes the Mystical Jet. Oh yeah, he's the 1-star. Remember I was talking about, I don't think the Rogue one is the one. No, yeah, he's a weird one. Normal summon, place a spell counter on it. You can remove one to remove from this card. Discard one spell card monster. Set one continue spell directly from your deck, but for the rest of the turn you cannot activate it. Yeah, I know what card you would get with that. Hopefully I can show you guys in a second. The DD deck is pretty strong as well. I mean, I feel like after a point I shouldn't say whether or not a deck is strong or not. All of them are pretty stupidly strong. You get a combo out and your opponent doesn't have a response, that's the end of the match. So it is what it is. Is there only one Magatus? I feel like outside of that in the Link one, I feel like there would be more than one. There would be more of them, or maybe it's like not considered into this deck, which I do find it weird that it is in here because it kind of doesn't. I don't see how they work together necessarily. They do seem to have like 2 or 3 archetypes per thing. So the Kaiju deck, oh boy. There goes the Magical Citadel. Do they have the other one though? Colossal Milk, Seekers of Witchcraft. What? As your 10-pack purchase had no UR. Oh, I get another one. Nice. I get a free UR. And I think they do have it. Guardian of the Noble. Deep Thing. What is this? The Seekers of Witchcraft. Oh, Witchcraft is. I think I remember that. Like, Witchcraft is a thing. Oh, Invokes. Oh, it's the Invoke stuff. Oh, boy. I know someone just got sweaty. Someone got a little moist right there. I know Invokes is definitely a good thing. Look at Warp Speedo. That's Speedroid. Elemental Hero. What did I get the Elemental Hero? Transfigured Heroes. Oh, Evil Hero stuff. Okay, cool. Futuristic. These is the TGs, right? Yeah, TGs. I forgot which one it was. That like every time you synchro, every time you special summon, you get to draw some stupid, disgusting card. Is it you? It's one of you guys. It's like a disgusting one that it just sits there and you just keep drawing cards. It's just really, really cool. This is the Darkwing. Essentially, those are 3 strike, and it goes this Stun. And I'm also doing this video, so like you guys, if you don't know, you could obviously probably look it up, but you know, maybe if you happen to catch it here, you catch it here first. As long as you are aware how this stuff works. I also have bonus packs to get rid of too. So my next one is free, or oh no, it's not that it's free, right? It's that, what is it up here now? Wait, am I losing my mind? I lost track of it. My next one's not free, it just guarantees a UR in it. And I don't know again if it's the UR. Okay, here's the one. So this is the continue spell. And yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if it's the UR from the left side or the right side of the pack. This was the one. So it's like a continuous spell, but it acts as the field card, but it has a better effect. So it was created after to give you more support. Here it is. The Servant's really good. Okay, so Servant is in here. She's just a SR. There's another one that I have to I haven't seen yet. Not him, but he looks like him. We also need this one. Here he is. Is this guy? His pendulum effect is kind of busted. Yeah, so each time you can remove 3 spell counters from that card. So you play him as early as possible as a pendulum, and then you special summon both this card and both this card from the pendulum zone and a face-up monster in your extra deck. So depending on how you cycle it, like how you like do your pilot, like you can summon this and then another really big thing that's already in your extra deck because it was destroyed. So there's a lot of microman, like I promise you guys are gonna love it. You're gonna love it when you see the deck actually flowing and like at least one combo go off. It's really cool. It's a really cool deck. So it does have everything in it. So let's get our free UR. Again, reason why we're doing this as well is because it's easily because of the fact that when you're getting close to that cap, you gotta bring your thing down before redeeming any rewards or anything like that. Honestly, you should only probably use one thing or maybe go buy a avatar or something like that. I just don't care about that stuff at the moment. Wow, Snipe Hunter used to be actually like broken tier. This card used to be restricted to 1 because you discard 1 card, target 1 card on the field. If you roll 6, what is it, a 1 or a 6, you destroy it unless you run a 1 or a 6. So all the other options will destroy the card. And even if you mess up, you still have other cards in your hand. And he's a 4-star, so you just play him. Really strong card. I wonder how efficient that card would be like nowadays with all the draw power some decks have. Because you could technically keep doing it as long as you can keep drawing cards and you can destroy all the cards in the field. But obviously you'd rather summon a card with a bigger deck that can not only do that kind of effect but also have more attack or summon other things at the same time. But what was the other? There's another deck that does that though. Why am I doing this one at a time? Wiggle wiggle. Hey Celine, what's up girl? So we have 2 of her now. What was the other one that had cards affect when you discard them? Not Shadal. It's a dark type deck. It's like a fiend dark type deck revolving around discarding your cards. Oh nice, we got one of those. Track Black. Sorry. Super heavy samurais. I kind of want to know the Moon Dragon. Oh boy. Slow as balls, but a really cool concept. 2 synchros that keep coming back and forth to the field. And I did like it. The Necros, hey baby. You know I'll never complain about you. One of my other favorite decks to pilot. You guys gotta let me know in the comment section. What are your favorite decks? Like what are the decks that you guys like just let's love piloting that you it doesn't have to even be the deck that you choose. Nice getting 2 of those. It doesn't even have to be the deck. I think that you're not supposed to run like more. You definitely don't run 3 of this card. You usually run I think 2 or 1 because I think the Magic Citadel summons it anyway. So you don't ever really need 2 of them because you don't want to draw them pretty much is what I'm saying. You want to summon it through other means, so you don't want to run too many of them. And that's like weird deck making decisions that you gotta think about. Certain cards you don't need multiples of because other cards will get them. And since the game is so fast paced, what the hell is this? Harpy Lady. I wonder if that's good in the meta right now. But certain times you don't need like all 3 copies of a card because it doesn't need to. You don't need it. And then when you don't fill in that role, you can actually tech in another card that you don't mind drawing. Oh, Dragoonity. Never played it. Always looked interesting, but never really played it. It's like equipping monsters and stuff like that. And X-Saber I know is a very aggressive synchro deck. Missed it. I feel like there's not enough good synchros. I think Link has become good. XZ is a pretty solid one. I feel like synchro doesn't have that punch that it's supposed to. Raid Raptor, Satellite, World Legacy and Thing, Morphtronic. I feel like this guy looks the same as the other guy that slashes out. I feel like they should make cooler ones. Woo! Damn, boy. You love to see it. There goes nice. And the Jackal King. Okay, those are two. Those are the, well, that's literally the two that you kind of want. So the Mystical Beast is the one I was showcasing before, and then this guy, I think he's the one that helps destroy cards each time. This is when he's out in the field, right? When it resolves, when an opponent activates a monster effect once per turn. Yeah, I remember this. Well, once per turn, if he's out there, they activate a monster effect. You can just negate it and kill it, which is really strong. And you have to like, it's a mind game between you and your opponent, like which one you're gonna negate. But he only does monster effects, so all the spells and trash. But a lot of times, at least nowadays, most of the effects are coming from a monster. So if you pick the right one in their loop and combo that they're doing, you can disrupt the whole entire thing. And all of a sudden, they're just sitting there with nothing. That's why I really like this archetype, because it does have defensive stuff. It just depends on who you have out in the field and what you're going to be able to stop them from doing. And I don't know. Wow, look at that card. Pledge of the Sword. I think that's a... Who is this? Jackal Knight? What are you bugging? Wait, did they increase the wait, no, Arcana extra? Wait, what deck is this? Oh yeah, it's weak. It says 3/3. Triumph Joker. Now these are the cards, like, even though it's like trolly, it would be cool to see like people like win a duel with like a technically low ranking, wait, here we go, low ranking deck. I'm always curious about stuff like that. Like people like, oh, I beat you with the this thing. What is this? This is 5 stars. Oh, Raid Raptors. Oh, of course, Raid Raptors. Very, very strong deck. I said I was gonna stop saying that, right? And I keep doing it anyway. Burned a couple packs, about 4. I think that was 4 packs. Oh yeah, I still have my bonus packs. Might as well blow these, right? We have 11, so we can blow these. These are only 1. I do think, by the way, since these packs are what you get for the duels and all the other stuff, you should technically open these first. Don't do what I did, unless you like, especially if you don't know what the secret packs. But I would suggest looking up the secret packs so you know exactly. Oh, ignites, the igniters or whatever. That's a cool deck if I remember correctly, like a cool fire deck. I think maybe opening these first, seeing if you can luck out, and maybe open a secret pack. But we all know that the best thing right now is to go to a secret pack, go online, see what I think it's Fabled. Is it Fabled? Yeah, I think Fabled is the one where it's about discard. I was looking, I was like, what was the name of that discard deck? But see, they're like light fiends. But yeah, I think doing it that way is better. So you can just craft 1 card, which you should be able to do. It has to be SR or higher. That's in the secret packs, and then you'll be able to access the secret pack, and then you summon on there. You get more of what you're looking for, and I think that would be fantastic. So boom, look, Sinister. Okay, he used to be banned. Is this card still banned? If this card's in your graveyard, you can add it to your hand. Also, banish 1 Sinister from your graveyard during your opponent's next end phase. Wait. Oh, okay. Next end phase. So if I use it on my standby, if it dies on my standby phase, I get it back in my hand and I play it, and then I don't have a way to get it back at the end of his end phase, then it's just gonna die. That's fine. But it used to be that I think it was a cycle card. It was a very annoying cycle card. Just kept coming back over and over again. SR my ass. You sneak. Though, be careful. If I remember correctly, there are some certain things from the extra deck. You pay 3,000. Sounds like a lot, but you pay 3,000, and there's certain cards that don't have to be fusion summoned, XYZ summoned, or whatever, and you can literally just summon it straight to the field. So, might seem funny, but could be something crazy. I already have you. But hey. The UR juice, you need that just as much as you need anything else. So, Mecha Bunny, oh boy. But yeah, every card that you don't need can still be, yeah. Come on, you using this card? I bet you're not. Offer this face-up card as a tribute to you to return to your hand 1 monster destroyed as a result. I remember it was so convoluted. You just use this as a old school 2 defense drop for crevice into the different dimension. Clear 1 archetype. Yeah, like certain cards are just. You just sit back and you just think about it. It's like, why did they make this card? Like, what was the thought process behind this card? Like, oh yeah, slash away, buddy. Hey, it changed color. See, what's the purpose of all that animation? I don't get it. I literally don't get it. I remember the creator was that you contribute special summon the creator. Yeah, they have this card in your hand and then have the creator in your hand. It was too slow. Grave Robber, yeah. We used to use this card. Select a spell card from your opponent's graveyard. You can use it as your hand until the end of the turn. If you use it, you take 2,000 points of damage. And this was amazing back in the day because most people had a generic, Regeki, Harpy's Feather Duster, so you would take it and you would actually do it. But now people's spell cards are so specific to the deck that they're using, that card would be utterly useless. But still pretty cool. We got a lot of cards. I'm gonna try to make that spellcaster deck, and then when I do make it, I'll make another video, and hopefully we can try that out and not get bodied all day. But we'll see. Anywho, hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and just remember that every day at the Kashino is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.